Next, it is day 13 here in the FGCL, and this is the second game of the day here on field number 2. And this features the rubber match of a 3-game series between the Anna Maria Aquanauts and the Myakka City River Mocs. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon for the second of 3 games. As I said earlier today, we saw the Impact knocked off the Finns by a final score of 5-2. Here is the starting lineup for the Aquanauts. They are 8-2 on the year. They lost yesterday's matchup to the Mocs by a final score of 7-3. The Knots won game number 1 4-0. Entering today's play, the Knots are in second place in the league in a tie in the loss column for first place under head coach Bryn Baca. The starting lineup: Karis Pierce, the third baseman, will lead things off. Caroline Patterson, designated player, bats second. Batting third is Cassie McClellan, the center fielder. Gracie Flores, second base, bats fourth. Batting fifth is Jada Thomas, the right fielder. Gracie Scott, first base, bats sixth. Batting seventh is the extra hitter, Emily Borison. McKenna Belair, catching, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Maddie Johnson, the shortstop. And Elena Bell will bat 10th and play left field. They're facing in the circle for the River Mocs, the right-handed senior out of Delaware, Claire Woods. First pitch is low for ball 1. Woods making her 11th appearance for the River Mocs. She's pitched in every game so far. She's pitched 21 in the third innings with a 1-4 record. 20 runs allowed, 19 have been earned. That's a 6.23 ERA. 23 hits, 29 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 19 walks. A 2.25 whip for Wood so far on the year here in the FGCL. Pierce takes that off speed for a called strike, 1-2. As a team through 10 games, River Mocs have given up 43 runs, 39 earned, for a 4.18 team ERA and a 1.73 team whip. Pierce batting .292, 7-24, with 6 runs scored, 3 runs driven in with a double. And swings and misses at strike 3. And there's one gone here in the top of the first. I'll bring up the designated player, Caroline Patterson. Patterson batting .379. She's 11 of 29. 14 runs scored, 10 runs driven in, 4 homers, a triple, 4 doubles, and 7 walks, a 500 OBP. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Defensively for the River Mocs, Gesualdo in left, Davila in center, Gutierrez in right, Castori at third, Williams at short, Rosner at second, Cornetto at first, Phillips catching Woods, and Trim is the DP. Fouled that one away, 1 ball, 1 strike. 90 degrees at first pitch, hazy clouds. That one comes in, almost hits her, 2 balls and a strike. On field 1 earlier today, the Circus beat the Skeeters 3-2 to win that series 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, outside, 3-1. Coming up next here on field 2, it'll be the Rodeo and the Pioneers, as the Rodeo's looking for a 3-game sweep. Over on field 1, the Sea Cows and the Squeeze are underway. We'll have the Queens and the Slice coming up at 2:30. Called strike, counts full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Keep you up to date on the Sea Cows and the Squeeze as that game progresses. Ground ball to short. Knocked down. The throw is not going to be in time. And Patterson reaches on the infield single. And that will bring up the center fielder, Cassidy McClellan. First pitch to McClellan is low for ball one. McClellan so far on the year, batting .452. She's 14 of 31, 10 runs scored, 11 driven in with 4 homers, a double, and 6 walks. 541 the on base percentage. Called strike, 2 balls and a strike. Squeeze looking for the sweep over the Sea Cows. Foul tipped in the glove for strike 3. Patterson will steal second without a throw, but there's, excuse me, that was strike 2. My apologies. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the stolen base. Hit the outside corner for a called strike 3. And there's 2 gone. So 2 strikeouts for Claire Woods here in the first inning. She gave up a single, so there's a runner on second after the stolen base, but that will bring up now Glacy Flores. Flores is batting .357, 10 of 28, 5 runs scored with 5 runs driven in, 2 doubles and 2 walks. Waved at a missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike 1 and 2. Up to the minute standings here in the FGCL. The Squeeze are in first place, percentage points ahead of the Aquanauts in second. Squeeze are 9 and 2. Aquanauts are 8 and 2. Queens are 8 and 3. They're in third. Slice and Impact tied for fourth at 7 and 4. Rodeo in sixth. They're 6 and 5. River Mocs in seventh at 5 and 5. The Sea Cows in eighth at 4 and 6. The Finns in ninth at 3 and 8. Circus in 10th at 3 and 9. Skeeters and Pioneers tied for 11th at 2 and 8. Playoffs. Are 7 days away on days with games played. Some teams will play more than 7. Fouled that one off, stays alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes. With its single elimination, 12 teams in the playoff, so top 4 teams will get a bye. So those are your 3 tiers. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and Claire Woods uses the off speed and strikes out the side with a single mixed in. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played a half inning. Aquanauts 0, Mocs coming to bat. This is the FGCL. We head To the bottom of the first inning, no score between the Knots and the River Mocs. As some rain starts sprinkling in. Here is the starting lineup for the Mayaka City River Mocs. They are 5-5 entering today's game, having won yesterday's matchup with the Knots. They're in 7th place all by themselves. 3 games back in the loss column for head coach Chloe Evans. Lineup looks like this. Hannah Davila, the center fielder, will lead things off. Danny Rosner, second base, bats second. Jillian Gutierrez, right field, bats third. Emma Castori, third base, batting fourth. Riley Williams, shortstop, will bat fifth. Batting sixth is the catcher, Jada Phillips. Hannah Cornetto, first base, batting seventh. Kendall Trim, designated player, bats eighth. Gabby Jeswaldo, left field, bats ninth. And Claire Woods, the pitcher, is batting 10th. Cameron Ponich is the starting pitcher for the Aquanauts, the right-handed sophomore out of North Florida. Ponich making her 9th appearance for the Knots. She's pitched 24 1/3 innings with a 4-0 record, 14 runs allowed. They've all been earned for a 4.03 ERA, 29 hits, 28 strikeouts, 7 walks, a 148 whip. Davila fouls that one away. As a team through 10 games, the Aquanauts have a team ERA sitting at 4.98. They've allowed 48 runs, 47 earned, and they have a team whip at 179. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Davila down on strikes. She chased their eyes. There's one gone. Defensively for the Aquanauts, ball in left. McClellan in center, Thomas in right. Pierce at third, Johnson at short, Flores at second, Scott at first, with Belair behind the plate, catching Ponich, Patterson and Borison, the DP and extra hitter. Danny Rosner now the batter. First pitch to her, swung on and missed for strike 1. Rosner batting .236. Four of 17 with 4 runs scored, 2 walks and hit by pitch. Slap to third. Pierce has it, makes a throw. There's 2 gone. Two out, nobody on now for the right fielder, Jillian Gutierrez. Gutierrez batting .450. She's 9 of 20. She scored 3 times. She's driven in 5 runs with a double and 4 walks. 5.42 the OBP, and the first pitch is to the backstop for ball 1. So for playoff positioning, best case scenario, you want to be in the top 4 to get that first round bye. That moves to 3-0. So everyone 5 through 12 will play in the first round. And that will be coming up as the playoffs get underway on Thursday, July 10th. We'll crown a champion on Saturday, July 12th. one's in there for a strike, 3-1. Ground ball to second. Flores makes a stop in the throw, and that'll do it for the Mocs here in the first inning. They go 3 up and 3 down. We played one, still 0-0 between the Knots and the Mocs. This is the FGCL. Jada Thomas to lead things off for the Aquanauts. No score in the top of the second inning. First pitch misses for ball one. Thomas batting .300. She's 6 of 20 with 6 runs scored, 6 RBIs with a home run and 2 doubles. She's walked 5 and been hit once. And the count 2-0. Claire Woods back out for her second inning of work. Woods redshirted this past season at Delaware and has 1 year of eligibility remaining. She transferred to Delaware from Middle Tennessee. That's a blooper. That's going to fall for a base hit just over Castori's head at third. And that's a leadoff single for Jada Thomas to get things started for the Knots here in the second. That will bring up Gracie Scott. Ball bounces in, and taking second on the wild pitch is Thomas. Scott 1 for 17 so far here in the league with 3 runs scored. Does have an RBI and 6 walks. So the batting or the on-base percentage at .304 despite the batting average. That's lined through for a base hit into left field. Her second hit of the season puts now runners on the corners with nobody out. That will bring up now the extra hitter, Emily Borison. Borison is batting .273, 6 of 22, 3 runs scored with 7 RBIs, a home run, 3 doubles, and a walk. First pitch is a strike. The 2-1 pitch, fouled away. Touch inside, and count moves to 3 balls and 2 strikes. The walk loads the bases. With nobody out, McKenna Belair is the batter. First pitch to her is a strike. Belair with a fly ball. Deep center field. That one's back. Get out the mustard of the rye bread, Grandma. It's a grand salami. And the Knots take the 4-0 lead here in the second inning. For Belair, that is her second home run of the season. And RBIs 12, 13, 14, and 15. And the big fly makes it 4-0. Still nobody out here in the second inning. That brings up Maddie Johnson, the shortstop. Johnson batting .414. She's 12 of 29. 5 runs scored, 6 runs driven in, 4 doubles, a walk, and a sac fly. Counts now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Knots up 4-0 off the grand slam by McKenna Belair. That walk is issued. For the left fielder, Elena Ball. Ball batting .375. She's 9 of 24. 7 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, 2 triples, a double, and 4 walks. Puts down a bunt. Woods has it, makes the throw, gets ball. So that'll be a sacrifice for Ball for the first out. Johnson moves to second. And we head back to the top of the order, and Karis Pierce. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch is swung on and missed. Hit by pitch now puts runners on first and second, 1 out. And Caroline Patterson will be the batter. Patterson singled her first time up. That one's waved at a miss. The ball and 2 strikes. Fouled that one away. Patterson, the reigning FGCL MVP from Georgia Tech, redshirt freshman in 2025. Batted .176 for the Yellow Jackets this past year with 5 RBIs, a homer, and 5 runs scored. An opportunity for her to really bust this one open here in the second. It's already 4-0. The Knots have runners on first and second. 1 away. That one stayed too high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got Patterson to chase, and there's 2 away. So 2 outs, runners on first and second now for The ninth batter of the inning, Cassie McClellan. She struck out her first time. First pitch is a called strike. On the Florida Gators, sophomore in 2025 from Lakewood Ranch right here in Bradenton. Batted .238 for the Gators this year, 5 of 21 with 6 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 5 runs scored. Reached out and fouls that one away. And 2 is fouled off. Another foul ball. Counts down full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball, foul ground, left-hand side. The catch is made by Gesualdo, and that'll do it for the Knots here in the second. But the Aquanauts take the lead as they get 4 runs on 3 hits, including the grand slam by McKenna Belair. No errors and 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Aquanauts. This is the FGCL. We head to the home half of the second inning. Aquanauts with a 4-0 lead. And McCastori leading things off for the Mocs here in the second. 4-5-6 against Cameron Ponich back out for her second inning of work. First pitch is a fly ball to center. McClellan is there. She'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second inning. And that brings up Riley Williams. Williams batting .250. She's 5 of 20 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored as a double. a walk, and a sacrifice fly. Ponich, a sophomore at North Florida this past season from Parker, Colorado. For the Ospreys, had a 3.80 ERA and a 4-3 record in 35 innings pitched, 51 hits, 24 runs, 19 earned. She walked 22, struck out 14. Fly ball to left. Ball will catch it. There's 2 away. So now 2 out, nobody on. For the catcher, Jada Phillips. Phillips batting .250. She's 4 of 16 with 2 runs scored, 1 run driven in on a homer, and 3 walks. First pitch is the ball. Ponich got the complete game shutout in game 1 of this series. There's a strike, 2-1. The light sprinkles seem to have stopped. There were some storms out over the water earlier today. They seem to have dissipated. Stays too high for ball 4. So a 2-out walk. First base runner of the ball game for the Mocs. And Hannah Evans will come courtesy run for the catcher. Hannah Cornetto will be the batter. Cornetto still looking for her first base hit here in FGCL play. She's 0 of 14 with a run scored. She's been walked 4 times. Two balls, no strikes, and Belair will go out to have a word with Ponich. Called strike, 2-1. Line to right, that's down for a base hit. Hannah Cornetto gets her first hit of the season, opposite way. And runners now on first and second with 2 outs. That'll bring up Kendall Trim. First pitch is a strike. Trim also looking for a first base hit. She's 0 for 4 as a late arrival to the Mocs. Has a run scored. She's walked twice. This is her 4th game. Ground ball. That's going to get through, and there it is into left field. Evans doesn't stop. The throw is off the mark. And the runners will advance, and the Knots now lead it 4-1. So that's an RBI single for Trim. And the runners advance on the errant throw. Gabby Gesualdo now the batter. She lines that one. That is a fair ball into the left field corner. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 2 RBI double from Gabby Gesualdo, and it's now 4-3. The Mocs immediately answering the run scored by the Knots in the top of the 4th inning. And that brings up Claire Woods, trying to help her own cause. First pitch is a strike. Woods batting .500. 7 of 14 with a run scored, 2 runs driven in. Has a walk. Down the count now 0-2. After 2 quick flyouts, the Mocs have put this all together with 2 outs. A walk, 2 singles, and a double. One ball, 2 strikes. Woods fouls that one away. One, 2 hits the inside corner for a called strike 3. And that'll do it. But the Mocs answer back here in the home half of the 2nd inning as they get 3 runs. On 3 hits, there was 1 error and 1 left. We head to the 3rd, 4-3. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Gracie Flores leading things off for the Knots. It's 4-3. Aquanauts with the lead. The first pitch is inside for ball 1. Flores struck out her first time up. Claire Woods out for her 3rd inning of work in the circle for the Mocs. Flores, a redshirt freshman at Louisiana Tech in 2025. From Berthoud, Colorado. scored 9 runs for the Bulldogs this past year. And she draws a 4-pitch walk. Now bring up the right fielder, Jada Thomas. She singled and scored her first time back last inning. Got the second inning started. First 3 runners reached base in the second inning, and then McKenna Belair cleared them with a grand slam. Thomas is an incoming freshman from Wesley Chapel, Florida, on her way to Jacksonville. One came in, and that got her on the arm. So hit by pitch. Now puts runners on first and second with nobody out. As once again, the Aquanauts now trying to respond after the Mocs scored 3 in the bottom of the second. Gracie Scott now the batter. Singled and scored her first time. Scott, a freshman at Furman in 2025, into the transfer portal and is headed to Southern Wesleyan. From Lexington, South Carolina. It's 1 for 7 with a run scored for the Paladins in 2025. Inside for ball 4. And once again, the bases are loaded with nobody out. This time for Emily Borison, who walked and scored her first time. First pitch is a strike. Ground ball, and that's going to get through the drawn-in infield. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. She will score as well. And that's a 2 RBI single for Emily Borison. And the Knots answer back. It is now 6-3. That will now bring up McKenna Belair. Hit a grand slam over the center field wall her first time up. Another big RBI opportunity here. 2 balls, no strikes. Woods has just not been able to find the strike zone with any consistency so far here today. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Over on field 1, they're in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the Squeeze have a 4-0 lead over the Sea Cows. Here in this inning, it's been 3 walks, a hit by pitch, and a 2 RBI single for the Knots. There's still nobody out, and the bases are loaded. We're going to stick with Woods here. Maddie Johnson will be the batter. She walked her first time. And coming up next at 2:30, final game of the day here on field 2, it'll be the Rodeo taking on the Pioneers.
Let's go, Maddie!
First pitch is inside for ball 1. Almost hit her. That one's just foul. Down the right field line. That likely would have cleared the bases had it been fair, but it was foul. Johnson, a freshman at George Mason this past season in the transfer portal. Started 22 games for George Mason in her freshman year. And at .344 with 7 RBIs, 2 homers, a triple, 3 doubles, and 16 runs scored in the portal. Outside, and that's an RBI walk. It's now 7-3. And the River Mocs will make a change in the circle. As Woods does not record an out here in the 3rd inning. Went 2. Gave up 5 hits. 7 runs, they're all earned, and she is responsible for the 3 runners that are on base. She walked 6, hit 2, and struck out 4. So she'll now give way to Madison Simmerman. Zimmerman making her 9th appearance for the River Mocs. She's pitched 19 innings with a 2-1 record. 15 runs allowed, 12 have been earned for a 4.42 ERA. 21 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 14 walks. Her whip stands at 184. And she comes in here with nobody out and the bases loaded. Trying to keep the Knots within shouting distance here. Elena Ball will be the batter. She had a sacrifice bunt her first time. First pitch, swung on a miss, 4-strike-1. Fly ball, fouled off. 0-2. The 0-2, fly ball to left. Jeswaldo will make the catch, tagging up from third, and coming in to score is going to be Borison on the sacrifice fly. It's now 8-3, and there's one gone. Back to the top of the order, Karis Pierce. First pitch is a strike. Pierce is 0 for 1. Struck out in the first, was hit by a pitch in the second. Fly ball to left. Tracked down by Jeswaldo. There will be no tag. And there's 2 gone. Now there's 2 out. Runners on first and second. Caroline Patterson, first pitch to her, misses outside for ball 1. Patterson, 1 for 2. Singled in the first, struck out in the second. Fly ball shallow right. Underneath it, tracking it down to make the catch is Gutierrez for out number 3 to retire the side. But another big inning for the Aquanauts as they get 3 runs on 1 hit. No errors. Correction, 4 runs on 1 hit. No errors, and 2 runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the third, 8-3. Knots with the lead. This is the FGCL. And Davila leading things off here in the bottom of the third. It's 8-3 Aquanauts. First pitch is inside for ball one. Ponich back out now for her third inning of relief. Of work. She got the start today. Davila, a sophomore at Georgia this past season in the transfer portal from Flossmoor, Illinois. For the Bulldogs, went 7 of 22 with a .318 average, 4 RBIs, a homer, a double, and 3 runs scored. Fouled away, 2-1. That one's back behind the third base bag. In the grass, ranging over, is Johnson to make the catch, and there's one away. This one out now for Danny Rosner. 0 for 1 with a ground out. Rosner, a junior at Lafayette this past season, from where she transferred from Colgate, originally from Brewster, New York. For Lafayette this past season, batted .246 with 3 RBIs, a couple of doubles, and 5 runs scored. Off speed but low, 2-1. There's Chloe Evans, the head coach of the River Mocs. Her first season as a head coach here in the league. Slapped out and missed, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Currently on the staff at Florida, Evans, all Big 12 at UCF her senior year in 2024, and was second team all Big 10 in 2022 at Minnesota, where she started her collegiate career. Payoff pitch. Slapped it short. Johnson will have to hurry. The throw is in time. Dug out by Scott at first for the first out of the inning, or excuse me, for the second out of the inning. So 2 out, nobody on for Jillian Gutierrez. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. That's just foul. Gutierrez, a freshman at Incarnate Word. Junior at Incarnate Word, I should say. From Pearland, Texas. She transferred to Incarnate Word from southeastern Louisiana. Ground ball on the hop to third. Stop made by Pierce. The throw's in time, and that's a 1-2-3 third inning from Cameron Ponich and the Aquanauts. For the River Mocs, no runs, no errors, no runners left. We played 3, 8-3. Knots with the lead. This is the FGCL. to the fourth inning. 8-3, Aquanauts with the lead. Cassie McClellan leading things off for the Aquanauts. Madison Zimmerman out now for her first full inning of relief. Final line for Claire Woods, an inning, 5 hits, 8 runs all earned, 6 walks, and 4 strikeouts. 2-0 the count now on McClellan, who's 0-2 on the day. We've seen some epic comebacks here in the FGCL already this year. One hopper back to Zimmerman. Makes a throw for out number 1. So I say that to say, if you are the Aquanauts, you want to keep scoring runs here. Gracie Flores, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a walk and a run scored. First pitch, low for ball 1. Flores has a tie to the sports entertainment industry. Her stepfather, micro wrestler Lil Show, the Redneck Brawler. Possibly coming to a town near you. Swing and a miss. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball to third. Collected by Castori. And there's one away. Excuse me, there's 2 gone. 2 out now. So back-to-back ground outs. We'll now bring up Jada Thomas. 1 for 1, single and scored in the second, was hit by a pitch and scored in the third. First pitch is a strike.
Oh, hell no. Do not get in the O-line. Good miss. Good miss. Here we go, Maddie. A gym. Softball, gymnastics, or volleyball? Swim. Oh, I was trying to say volleyball. No.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the 4th. Special thank you and shout out to Evo Shield, the official uniform provider of the Florida Gulf Coast League.
So boring. Honestly, water polo. Here we go, Jada. I'm hard for the bear.
Now the payoff pitch to Thomas. Chopper that will stay foul down the third baseline. Zimmerman in the circle, a freshman at Maine. The Black Bears had a 3.07 ERA and 111 2/3 innings pitched. 147 hits, 83 runs, 49 earned, 35 walks, and 39 strikeouts. Had a 6-13 record in her freshman campaign. Back to her, she knocks it down. They make the throw, and she induces 3 groundouts here in the 4th inning from the Aquanauts. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, still 8-3, and Maria with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 4th, still 8-3 Aquanauts. And the Castori leading things off for the River Mocs here in the 4th. Cameron Pinich out for her 4th inning. Through 3 innings, she's given up 3 runs, all earned, on 3 hits. She's walked 1 and struck out 2. Castori's 0 for 1 with a fly out. Changes out in the field for the Aquanauts. Schiller now in left. Collins Hill in center. Thomas in right. Young now at 3rd. Pierce moves over to short. Johnson at 2nd. Belair is at 1st, and Patterson is catching now for the Knots. Castori, a sophomore at Georgia, from Beaufort, Georgia. Batted .222 for the Bulldogs, 12 of 54 this season. Tony Baldwin squad. 9 RBIs, 2 homers, a triple, 2 doubles, 17 runs scored. From an athletic family, her dad, Christian, played baseball in the Pirates organization. Coached at Middle Georgia College and Georgia Gwinnett College. Takes that for a called strike 3 though, and there's one away. Riley Williams now the batter. She's 0 for 1 with fly out. Fly ball to center. McClellan will make the catch, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up Jada Phillips with 2 out, nobody on. Phillips walked and scored her first time. She got things started with 2 outs in the 2nd inning with that walk, and next thing you know, the Mocs had scored 3 runs. low for ball 4. So, 4-pitch walk for Jada Phillips. Things are again playing out just as they did in the second inning. The walk keeps the inning alive, and Hannah Cornetto will be the batter. Singled and scored her first time. Bonich finds the strike, going one. And 2 on Cornetto, a freshman at Campbell this past season. CAA Rookie of the Year. From Suwanee, Georgia. Cornetto batted .323 with 41 RBIs, 6 homers, 9 doubles, and 36 runs scored for the Camels in her freshman year. And she'll take that one on a hit by pitch. After being ahead in the count, 0-2. Bonich hits Cornetto. The runners on first and second with 2 out. For Kendall Trim, who had an RBI single and came around to score in the second inning. First pitch is a strike on Trim, who's an incoming freshman on her way to UCF from Moody, Alabama. And that one hits the double bag. So that is in foul territory. It's a foul ball.
I think it's the other one.
Anyway, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Trim down on strikes, and Bonich is able to avoid the big inning here in the 4th. For the Mocs, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4, 8-3. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCF. Sydney Schiller will lead things off with her first at-bat of the day to start things off here in the 5th. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Knots here in the 5th inning as they lead it 8-3. Madison Zimmerman back out again for another inning of relief. Here in the FGCL, Schiller is 4 of 20, batting 200, 6 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, 5 walks. Schiller, a freshman on the national runner-up, Texas Tech in 2025, entered the transfer portal and has recently committed to Ole Miss. Congratulations to Sydney Schiller heading to Oxford. Scored 8 runs for the Red Raiders this past season and was the 18th ranked outfielder in the nation, according to Extra Inning Softball, in the 2024 class. She'll head over to the SEC and Ole Miss for Jamie Traxel's team, as that one's low. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a fly ball to left field. Ranging back is Evans. She'll make the catch for out number 1. Schiller gave that one a ride, but not quite enough. And 1 out. They'll bring up Skylar Young, her first at-bat of the day. Young batting .214, 6 of 28. 4 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a double, and 3 walks, a sacrifice fly as well on the year for Young. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Popped up foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Two was high and tight, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Young down on strikes. There's 2 outs now for McKenna Belair. Belair with the grand slam in the second and a walk in the third. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update. They're in the top of the 6th. Over on field 1, the Squeeze have a 7-0 lead over the Sea Cows. The 1-1. Called strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Belair with a fly ball deep center field, and that's going to hit up against the wall. Belair digging for second. She'll be safe there. A two-out double for McKenna Belair. Her second hit of the day. And she's reached base all 3 times. She's on second with 2 out for the Aquanauts. They tried to add to their 8-3 lead. But Maddie Johnson stepping to the plate. Who's not having an official at bat today in 2 plate appearances. She's walked twice, and she's driven in a run. First pitch comes in, and that hits Johnson. So now, runners on first and second. 2 out for Lena Ball. First pitch is low for ball 1. Ball has yet to have an official at bat today either. She had a sacrifice bunt in the second and a sacrifice fly in the third. 2 balls, no strikes. That was in the dirt. And the new catcher for the River Mocs, Alyssa Allen, blocked that one up. Another block, 3-0. That's right in there, 3-1. High chopper up the middle. Davila will grab it. Step on the bag for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Knots here in the 5th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We stretch here on field 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 8-3. Knots with the lead. This is the FGCL. Gabby Gesualdo leading things off for the River Mocs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They trail by 5. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oswaldo had a 2 RBI double her first time. Fly ball well hit to right, but Thomas is there. She'll make the catch for out number 1. That will bring up Madison Zimmerman for her first at bat of the game. Zimmerman batting .467. She's 7 of 15 with a run scored and a run driven in. Has a walk and hit by pitch on the year, down the count 0-1. The 0-2. Check down, she didn't go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to short. Stop made. The throw's there, and there's 2 out. Back to the top of the order, Hannah Davila. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out. That one's second to right. Thomas will be unable to track it down. That's a fair ball. Davila is now digging for third, and she will slide in safely. So Davila with a triple. And with 2 outs, the Mocs now have a runner on third base. Thomas was almost able to track that one down, made a diving attempt, but came up just short. And Davila, hustling the whole way, stands on third. First pitch to Delaney Glover is swung on and missed for strike 1. Glover is 4 of 17. Bang, .235 with a run scored, 3 runs driven in, and there's another one. 4th RBI of the season for Delaney Glover, and a 2-out RBI single. Cuts in the lead even more. It is now 8-4. Aquanauts with the lead. Jillian Gutierrez now the batter, 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. First pitch fouled away. All 4 runs for the River Mocs today have been scored with 2 outs. Just taking them a little while to get going in their scoring innings. Opposite for the Aquanauts, all 8 of their runs have been scored with nobody out. Gutierrez pops this one up on the infield. Catch made at second base, and that'll do it for the Mocs. Here in the 5th inning, they score a run. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 5, 8-4. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Eight 4 knots as we head to the 6th inning. Top of the order. Harris Pierce lines this one in the left center field gap, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Pierce will stand up on second base with a leadoff double. First hit of the game for her, second time she's been on base. And Aquanauts immediately look to try to respond to the 1 run scored by the River Mocs in the home half of the 5th. As they pulled within 4. Caroline Patterson, now the batter, is 1 for 3 with a single and a stolen base. That was the first pitch off for strike 1. Fly ball from Patterson, and it will fall foul into the right field corner. The 1-2 pitch from Zimmerman outside. Final over on field one. The Squeeze finish off the series sweep over the Sea Cows with a 7-0 victory. Patterson lines this to center, and that's going to be caught. Gesualdo tracked it down. There's one away. Going on now for Cassie McClellan. She's 0 for 3. Slaps that one into left field for a base hit. Rounding third is Pierce, and she's going to be safe at home. It's a good throw from Evans and left. And Pierce gets that run back on the slide. Single for McClellan, and the RBI reaches second on the throw. And it's now 9-4 Aquanauts. Gracie Flowers now the batter, 0 for 2 with a run scored on a walk. Rounds that one to third. Castori makes a stop in the throw for the second out after looking back the runner back at second. So 2 out now, runner on second for Jada Thomas, who is 1 for 2, single and scored in the second, hit by pitch and scored in the third, and grounded out in the fourth. First pitch strike. That came in and got her on the wrist. Thomas hit by a pitch for the second time today, putting runners on first and second. So with the win, the Squeeze guaranteed to remain in first place after today's games. And are the first team to double-digit victories here in the FGCL. They're now 10-2. Sea Cows fall to 4-7. Schiller fouls that one away. Sydney Schiller now the batter. Ground ball, that's going to get through into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score is McClellan. She was obstructed from getting to home plate. Would have been safe even if Allen had caught the ball cleanly, which he should not. So McClellan scores. Thomas the third. Schiller to second on the throw on the RBI single. Now runners on second and third and 2 outs. 2 runs are in. It's 10-4 Aquanauts. And Chloe Evans coming to talk things over with the entire River Mocs squad. Skylar Young will be the batter. She struck out her first time. Opportunity for her to really put it out of reach here. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Zimmerman has it. Will make the throw and get the out to retire the side. But the Knots add to their lead. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Now 10-4, Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Castori leading off the 6th inning for the River Mocs. They're down 10-4. Castori 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out and a strikeout. It's fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming up next at 2:30 or 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Final game of the day. Final game of the second full week here in the FGCL. It'll be the Rodeo taking on the Pioneers. Rodeo looking to finish off a 3-game sweep over the Nears. Nears trying to salvage one before everybody gets tomorrow off. On field 1, it'll be the Queens and the Slice. The Slice looking for a sweep over the Queens, who after starting off the season at 8-0, have lost 3 in a row, including 2 to the Slice, including the comeback in a game that the Queens led 7-0 in the 6th inning. Castori will head down to first on the hit by pitch. A cinematic recap of that come from behind victory for the Slice has been posted on Twitter by our director of broadcasting here in the FGCL, Gray Robertson. Sure to be him on Twitter. Ground ball. They'll throw to second for one, and the Knots turn the double play. That was Erica Ramsey getting her first at-bat of the game, and she grounds into a twin killing. And this is Elisa Allen getting her first plate appearance. Allen 3 of 13, batting .231. She scored 3 runs. She's driven in 4 with 2 homers, 4 walks, and a hit by pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Allen down on strikes, and after the leadoff hit by pitch, the double play squelches a 6th inning for the Mocs. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the 7th, 10-4. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. McKenna Belair leading things off here in the 7th for the Aquanauts. They lead it by 6, 10-4. Belair 2 for 2 on the day. Grand slam in the 2nd, a walk in the 3rd, and a double in the 5th. And the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Belair with a ground ball to short. Davila bobbles it, and Belair will reach on the error. 4th time she's reached base today, this time because of defensive miscue. Now bring up Maddie Johnson. No official at-bats today. She's been walked twice and hit once. There's one. It's a ground ball to Ramsey, and she throws it away. So an E6 and an E4. Now put runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out. I'll bring up Elena Ball. 0 for 1. with 2 sacrifices, an RBI, and a ground out. First pitch. Fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Excuse me, no balls, 2 strikes. Now the runner is caught between home and third. And the tag is applied. So both Belair and Johnson will be credited with stolen bases, and then Belair is out trying to reach home. And ball takes that to left. That's going to fall for a base hit. An RBI single for Ball brings home Johnson, and it is now 11-4. Back to top of the order, and Karis Pierce, 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored, along with a hit by pitch on the day. After the 2 errors, the River Mocs grab one of those outs back on the base paths, but then the run comes in. Popped up on the infield. Zimmerman will make the catch coming out of the circle. And there's 2 away. So 2 out now, runner on first for Caroline Batterson, who's 1 for 4 with a single. First pitch is a strike. Well hit ball to center field, but Gesualdo is there. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. The Knots grab a run here in the 7th inning. So they get 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 errors and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th, the last chance for the River Mocs. It is 11-4. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. move to the home half of the 7th inning, the last chance for the River Mocs. Aquanauts with a 11-4 lead. Hannah Cornetto will lead things off. She's 1 for 1 with a single, a run scored, and a hit by pitch. Cameron Ponich back out now. First pitch is a ball. Ponich looking for her second complete game victory over the River Mocs in the last 3 games. The 2-0. Foul back. 2-1. Foul tip to the glove, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ponich looks in, and the payoff. Swing and missed. 4 strike 3. Ponich battles back to get the strikeout, and there's one gone here in the 7th. That'll bring up Hannah Evans, getting her first at-bat of the ball game. Evans 1 of 16 with a run scored and 4 walks on the year. Down the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh. The 1-2 hit Ponich on the hip and bounced backwards. So that'll be a ball. Evans takes that one foul. Ground ball, that's through for a base hit into center field. Hannah Evans gets the 1-out single. Gabby Jeswaldo grounds this one to second. They'll throw to second for 1. Won't be able to turn the double play. But Jeswaldo reaches on the fielder's choice, and the River Mocs are down to their final out. Madison Zimmerman will be the batter, 0 for 1 with the ground out. First pitch, runner goes. It's pitch is low, and the throw down is not in time. A stolen base for Gabby Gesualdo. That one's pop foul. 2 balls and a strike. Zimmerman lines this to the left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Rounding third is Gesualdo. She will score. And that's an RBI single for Maddie Zimmerman. It's now 11-5 Aquanauts. So Zimmerman drives in a run. She's on first. And Hannah Davila will be the batter. 1 for 3 with a triple and a run scored is Davila. Takes this one to center field, and that's going to get over the center fielder's head all the way to the wall. Zimmerman will dig for third. Safe at second is Davila. Cameron Pontius just trying to find the third out of this game, or this inning, and in this game. River Mocs still need to put a few more hits together, but they continue with the 2-out production. All 5 runs from the Mocs here today have come with 2 outs. So Delaney Glover will be the batter. She had a 2-out RBI single her first time up back in the 5th. First pitch listens for ball 1. Glover went too far around there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the Mocs are down to their final strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on in scoring position. They trail by 6. Is just a bit inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Aquanauts had taken a couple steps toward the dugout, thinking they had gotten strike 3 there. 2-2. Fouled off. Count's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Back to Punish, and it gets past her. 1 run will score. And Davila is thrown out at the plate. And that will do it. The plate ends it. And your final score, as the Mocs scored 2 runs here in the 7th inning. Here in the 7th, the Mocs get 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, nobody left. Your final score is the Aquanauts 11, the River Mocs 6. With the win, the Knots improve to 9-2. The River Mocs fall to 5-6, and the Knots take this series 2-1. The Aquanauts get 11 runs on 10 hits. They've not committed an error, and they left 10 runners on. The River Mocs scored 6 runs on 9 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 5 runners on base. So again, your final score: Aquanauts 11, River Mocs 6. Coming up next, the final game of the day. Here on Field 2, it'll be the Rodeo taking on the Pioneers. That's coming up in 30 minutes. Till then, I'm Tom Canterbury, and this is the FGCL.